If there is one thing that will instantly help you rank up in Rocket League, it is improving your positioning. The place you put yourself on the field has a very big impact on whether you can capitalize on an opportunity or whether you're giving your opponents a free opportunity on the ball. So in today's video, we'll be discussing how you can improve this incredibly important skill so that you can find success by simply putting yourself in good spots. And real quick before we do get started, if you guys are interested in having one of your own replays analyzed, make sure you do check out my Discord, which is linked down in the description, as I do offer free coaching through there. It's fine. Once again here, just recognize the position we're all in. Okay, so ball rolls back, like, it's fine here. Your teammate gets this awkward touch. There is absolutely zero chance I'm turning on this ball. No shot. There's no way that you're going to beat either of these guys to the ball when they're already facing it and they've just watched your teammate do this. Like, it's just not gonna happen. So just stay backwards. Let them just boom it away, because this is like gold, plat area, whatever it is. They're just gonna hit it away, and then just play it after they boom it to you. Don't get too close, because then what happens is you put both yourself and your teammate in the same spot, and then this one challenge takes both of you out of the game. And that's just it. So you always want to make sure you're not in the same spot as your teammate, because the second you turn here, realistically, if this guy just shoots this ball, it's in the net. Okay, so this works. It's kind of lucky. So the problem with plays like this is we are just going flying up the field. Like, absolutely no thought to what's going on over here, really. We're just going up here, get this boost, and we're going to keep speeding forward, and luckily the ball literally comes right to us. The problem with this is we spawn with 33 boost. If we just kind of drive normally, maybe use a little bit of boost and a flip, because we can see that the ball is not getting cleared, like, back to our half yet. We don't necessarily want to speed all the way up here, though, because the problem is you're flipping so late that by the time this ball is being contacted, you're just landing. So your ability to react to this touch is very limited, because you've just landed. So now you have, like, very little control of your car, and this ball is already coming right at you. Instead, kind of like what we talked about on the opening kickoff where we want a little bit of space, we don't want to fly up the field as fast as possible, because we want to give ourselves space to react. So if you want to use boost and flip, I would do so, like, right now already, while this ball is not really going anywhere in particular, and just get up here as fast as possible. And then once you kind of get here, you'd probably get here, I don't know, around now maybe. So a little bit sooner, but you'd already land from your flip and you'd be here, and now you can slow down. And now when this ball comes out, you can actually control your approach on it. And realistically, with a controlled approach, if you jump up and hit it on the top part of the ball, you probably got a goal here, because that guy's already flying over it. So if you get contact on the top of the ball here, you probably got a goal. But instead, we're kind of, again, out of control because we want to just play fast. And it costs us our ability to make any kind of solid touch on this ball as opposed to just blasting it into the ceiling. So, you decide to go all the way back for the big boost. I would already be planning to starting to pick up these mid pads. You kind of just already are committing all the way to that back corner without any thought to these pads. And the reason you should always just rotate pads initially is because then as you're taking these, like, I don't know, where'd you come from? Where exactly were you? There. And we turn back. So from right here, if we had just gone this pad, back to the midline, and then, which you kind of do. You basically do that, but then you turn early before you get to the midline. But if you had gotten on the midline and just taken all these, this would be 24 now, 36 here. At this point, when you see this touch from your teammate, you could go, okay, cool, we got control. I'm just going to turn back up the field. And now you can take this pad, which will give you 48 boost. And now you'd be here to support your teammate, as opposed to all the way over there. The problem with positioning like this, and it's a common occurrence, is you're basically saying to your teammate, go win a 1v2 on offense, because I'm going to be all the way back here. So you got to go do it by yourself up there. And realistically, your opponents now have to win 2v1s, because they got to win the defensive 2v1 against this guy. And then once they get control of the ball back, they can just go, oh, there's only one person back? All right, well, I guess we'll just go win a 2v1 on offense. And then they score. If you're up here, it's now a 2v2 again. So you always want to maintain both players involved in the play as much as possible. If you're ever taking yourself out of the game, you're making life way easier for your opponents. Okay, another situation here where we're probably staying too far back. Okay, once this happens and you can see that your teammate is going to win the ball, so right here, like at this point, you should know that your teammate has this ball. So if you ever see your opponent backwards, kind of like you were over there, you can kind of assume that this guy who's facing the play is probably going to win it. Because this guy's going to have to make a lot of awkward adjustments to be able to do anything with his ball. And even if he does get a touch, he's probably losing this challenge extremely hardly. Very unlikely that he's going to be able to make a successful challenge. So with that in mind, we don't want to like rush upfield right now, but we also don't want to be turning all the way away. Now, granted, you're probably worried about that guy bumping you, but you 100% could turn upfield at this point and just face out this way. Because again, the problem that's going to happen is you're basically creating that same situation of 2v1 on offense, 2v1 on defense. Because you're all the way back here, and now it's like, well, good luck. So yeah, you definitely don't want to be doing that, because yeah, now you're just, again, full speeding forward, and you're completely out of control once again. Also, I would be careful about where you turn here. So, in a situation like this, you're beat, don't, again, go back into this corner, because if your teammate is waiting for this bounce, they're more than likely going to want to play it back this way, because they can get around this guy fairly easily. But if you're going back this way as well, now they have to beat 1 and 2 to get the ball out. And it just creates extra traffic, as opposed to if you just go, you know, this way. Now they can play out of net into the corner, and you're behind them for whatever happens in this challenge over here. Rather than being in front of the play, and if for whatever reason your teammate gets beat, now the ball is just kind of in an awkward spot for both of you. I think once again, you're just pushing too far up the field. 'Cause the problem is you don't know where this challenge is going. You get, again, super lucky. It comes literally right at you. But the chances of that on a challenge off of an air dribble is pretty unlikely. Like, this thing could go anywhere, because I also see both defenders going towards it. So, rather than continuing to move up the field, I probably would have slowed down all the way back around here. Like, I'd be positioned around here, because then I have space to turn on this, and I could just go challenge it, as opposed to it coming right at me, and I have 0.2 seconds to react to it. Which is never going to allow you to be successful if you're just trying to get solid touches off of pure reaction. Oh, what? Yeah, way too much space. So again, this goes back to awareness. If you look at this, I don't know if you saw it, but this dude has just bumped his teammate to the moon. This guy is so far out of the play now. They're going to take so long to get to this ball. But instead of seeing that that's happened, you're kind of just, again, tunnel visioned here, and all you see is the ball bouncing off the wall, and you're like, oh, let me position for that. And the problem is, it's all this space is available, and we just don't want it. So try to recognize when they do stupid things. Because you will score many, many goals if you just recognize when your opponents do something really dumb. Like this, where they've just absolutely launched each other. Yeah, so right here, like, if you had seen that it happen, you've just been like, all right, cool, I'll just come over here, wait for the ball to come down. All right, great, now you have free control. And again, you can force a 50 with that guy. You can try to pop it into the air from here to get over him. You can do a lot of stuff. But instead, we give up all this space. Now, in fairness, like, we gotta calm our teammate off so that he doesn't, you know, rotate back this way. And ideally go somewhere else if we're gonna control the ball in this corner. But that's a much better play than just letting this bounce. Because now you're giving them a chance for a 50 that they absolutely have no business being involved in. Yeah, again, there's no reason to flip here. Realistically, if that ball's coming off the backboard, it's going to bounce back out. Like, it's not going to just... Yeah. Very unlikely that it's going to the curve. Like, it could, but with the height, like, it looks like it's going straight backboard. Or it's going to be some kind of pinch, which is what ends up happening. But yeah, if you were back here, boost pads, patience, just wait for something to happen. The biggest thing with speed is putting yourself in a spot where you can react to the game quickly, not necessarily put yourself in a spot where you hope the ball comes right to you quickly. Because that's very unlikely. Yeah, so boost pads, patience, wait for a good opportunity to present itself for you to go for the ball, and when that opportunity does present itself, you gotta just commit. No hesitation, just commit for it. Because yeah, again, if you were further back, this is easy. You just play the bounce off the wall and you have a touch back around the corner. Instead, you have to back off, and now, again, you're in a 50. That should have been just a free ball. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, this is 100% you decide you just want a big boost and nothing else. Because right here, you have so many pads available. So many. And this will keep you perfectly involved in the play. Grab this one. And then I would probably grab this one because that other mid one just got taken. So I'd go here. And then, all right, I'll probably just start working up the midfield now because this one's here up here. So sure, I'll take that. That's 36. That's plenty. If at any point during a game you can get like between 36 and 50 boost, you can make any touch you would need to make. And that will also allow you to stay more involved in the play, which means you'll be able to capitalize on more opportunities that actually exist, as opposed to being, rather than in the midfield here, all over there on the left side of the field on 0 boost going up to their corner. Because, yeah, that's not exactly effective positioning. Because, yeah, if you were here, oh, look, oh, this is nice. I wonder if we can score this. Maybe. But instead, we're over there. And the other problem with this is now you've also boost starved your teammate. Because he has no boost to go get on this rotation. He's just starved now. Luckily, that mid boost is there. But yeah, you're just like, all right, go back to mid, teammate. I got this. Yeah, so just focus on your positioning. Take the small pads. Don't rely on the big boost. The big boost is put all the way to the outside of the field for a reason. It's supposed to be annoying to go get. Because the game is not designed for you to actually run out to that in the middle of a play. Like, you're supposed to go get those on your, like, long rotations back down the field when you have, like, a crap ton of time. Or when you're just purposely making boost steals in, like, effective positions. Not to just run out of the play to go get a full boost because you don't want to go pick up the small pets. Okay, so yeah, this is another one where it's like super slight, but if you can recognize these moments, it's going to allow you to be much more successful. Number one, right here, don't turn to the left. Because again, like there's no imminent challenge sending it back this way. Stay in that neutral spot into the middle of the field, because now you again can go back this way if you need to, but you also have the other two areas of the field covered as well. So let's just graph this out as if you had turned to the right. So okay, you turn this way and you're waiting here. And now the important thing is seeing where the car is approaching from. So like if I'm watching this, I'm just watching where that car is coming from. So all right, this comes up. Like, all right, no one's touching it over there. I see this guy jump. Okay, well, he's jumping from the left side of the ball. So you know where it's going? Probably this way. So now I'll go ahead and start moving that way. But instead, you actually aren't paying attention to that, and you just see the ball going to the left right now, so that's where you're going. So it's very, like, the biggest skill that you can learn is understand where the ball is going to go, not where it's going right now. Because if it changes direction, you're committed this way, you're now completely out of position. And instead, if you had already known it was going this way, oh, look, free ball. No problem. Just gotta be aware of that a little bit faster. And you'll have a lot more success in terms of your positioning and all that. The same thing, turn, went way too far, and you have like a crap ton of boost. You get this full boost. So again, it's like, okay, where's the play going? You see it going to the left side, your teammate is boosting that direction. I don't need to go to the left side of the field anymore. If my teammate's on this ball, I don't need to go over there. I'll just wait here. I'll just chill. Because there's no reason for me to follow the ball when he's probably going to try to work it back to me, so I'll just wait right here. And, oh, look. Oh, cool. This is great. And now I'll just be here. And if this guy gets the beat, then I'll just recognize that, and I'll turn around if I need to. But, yeah. There's much more solid positioning if you just kind of hang out in these neutral spots when there's not really any kind of volatile touch coming out. Once again, here, you're probably just moving too fast. Like, there's really no reason to be back in net at this point. Like, your teammate has already won this ball pretty cleanly into a pretty safe spot because no one's able to capitalize on it immediately. So you can use a little bit of boost, but I'm definitely not flipping here. Like, I'm just chilling. Yeah, I'm just driving normally because what I don't want to have happen is I don't want to get to a spot and then have to hit the brakes, which is kind of what ends up happening because you get here and there's nothing for you to do here. So instead of, like, just waiting, you end up just deciding to go forward, which then puts you and your teammate in the same spot once again. Because I don't think he expected you to be here, to be fair. Yeah, but if you were just driven normally, like, you'd be just, like, over here still, and now you could just calmly, you know, wait, and now this happens, and, you know, you're still just chilling. It's just much better to play calm as long as there's no threat on your net. If there's no threat on your goal, there's no reason to rush back to it. As you guys can see, your positioning really does come down to your read of the game. You want to be able to put yourself in positions on the field where you can capitalize on loose balls when they do pop out to you. If you find yourself too far forward, too far back, possibly facing backwards, you're simply not going to be able to capitalize on all the opportunities that are available to you. Of course, thank you everybody so much for watching. I really do appreciate each and every one of you who made it to this point in the video, and I do hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you did, make sure you click that subscribe button right down below, so you make sure you don't miss any future Rocket League content. Additionally, once again, if you're interested in some one-on-one coaching of your own, or perhaps you just like to be a bit more involved in the community we're building here, feel free to check out my Discord, which is again linked down in the description. And as always, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. See you later, guys.
Thank you.